Hi folks, we're back on the little bathroom here and we're going to be doing this and the utility room today, getting this flooring down. In the process of getting this room ready, I've also put our door lining in. Now this door lining had to be altered quite a bit. I had to thickness these down on the thickness planer to reduce them in width to fit our opening. That was because of our angled stud wall layout, and we had to just take a little bit off the back end and also reduce them in width because of it was an abnormal stud wall. We had to make it a little bit bespoke. Now, a couple of things to start off with. We're going with laminate flooring, which ordinarily you wouldn't use in a bathroom and kitchen area. This, however, is a waterproof laminate, and for this occasional use sort of bathroom here, it's fine. I probably wouldn't use it in the main bathroom or where there's a bath or anything like that, but in here it's fine. And we also want everything to kind of flow, all these rooms down here, so we're going to use the same flooring throughout. So if I was to tile or put a vinyl down in here and then stop it and then start something else, it just would break it up. So that's kind of the main reason for going with it. It's I'll put the details below, but it's Quick Step is the manufacturer, and it's the I don't know if it's all of their products, but certainly this one has a waterproof lock, and it's good to go. And underlay wise, you can get much thicker underlay than this, but we don't really need it for thermal properties. Everything helps, but we've already insulated this floor. It's already flat, so this is just a roll that was part of the offer that we bought this on a website, and that's what we're going to use. Now, this video was going to start off by showing how to scribe and fit flooring around a curved fitting or a curved wall, and we would have done that by making a template with cardboard or a plastic templating material, scribing with a compass or some sort of offset, and then we could have translated that to the flooring. Now, I've just had a bit of a brainwave in that when I roll this out, as long as I'm exactly where I want to be, tight against this wall, I can see perfectly through this material, and of course I could then trace onto there. It spans the whole shower, and then I'll have the corresponding part on this roll still that I could use to mark up my boards. I think it could work. Right, really unorthodox method now. What I'm going to do is take some of the laminate, join it out, on some space, if I can find some in the workshop, lay this down over the top and use this like a template and see how that works. And another thing I've just done is I've just put some waterproof PVA glue on there, you know, belts and braces and all that, only because it's going up against the shower and it will be siliconed in and it is waterproof. So the idea is that this stuff can go all the way to the edge, but I've cut the actual laminate back by about 5 to 8 mil to give us our expansion gap that's needed. More with our template, so that's looking fine. But first up, we're going to have to move some more appliances. Anyone who's watched this garage conversion from the beginning will know that I've just basically spent 6 months moving white goods around. Time has come to replace that big chest freezer. It's great to have, but we don't really use it to its full capacity. But we do need a chest freezer because we have all of our home-reared chickens and veg and all that sort of stuff. So I've just gone out and bought a normal 600 one. And we're going to do something a little bit funky with that in the future. But for now, we need to get rid of Grandpa's old chest freezer, see if we can find a new home for that. Please don't let me forget that there's about 6 chickens in the workshop now. Well, change of plan. Mummy's gone out, hasn't she? Daddy duty calls for an hour or two, so I'm just in the zone now with this. So I'm going to come back out and just pull a late night and get it all done. Because we've done the fussy bit around the shower tray. Apart from here, where I've got a couple of appliances that I know are going to be coming in and out, I'll carry the flooring underneath them. But where the units are going to be, I need to work that out because we don't want any, fixtures, floating floor, so we don't want to fix through it. But we're getting there. Okay, things have moved along a little bit now, but the flooring is 90% done. There's a little bit where we move through to the new room, which is not even a room yet, it's not even built. I've left the last one free, so we can add to that as we go through that threshold. And the same as we go towards where the current workshop is, that'll be the office in the future. We still have to build some steps there, so I've left the last one to add to. So far, really pleased with the quality of this, and I'm hoping that it's going to hold up to family life, more so than having a hardwood floor at least. Around here's worked pretty well. It's still got our expansion gap, and once the skirting boards are fitted and the architraves are on, then we'll probably just run a little seal, beader sealant all the way around just to neaten things up. Spoiler alert, I have actually fitted the shower enclosure now, but we'll come back to that in the future. So you can see what I meant here. We've managed to carry it all the way through. A few pencil lines to get rid of. Now here's a look back towards the current workshop room. And this is probably what most people will comment on, because everyone seems to have an opinion on it. Where I've got a fixed unit, so I've got a unit either end and the unit where the sink is going. Now there, the feet need to be on the actual floor, the subfloor in this case. So I've stopped short with the laminate, and what I'll do then is when I put our plinth on, that sort of kicker board, that will cover, or that will come down onto it. Now where I've got appliances, I've actually carried it under a little bit further, or actually all the way to the back feet at least. Now if I wanted to, I could change that in the future, but for me it makes sense, because when you're pulling things in and out, you've always got that step to lift up onto. The chest freezer, we're going to revisit. I mentioned it earlier in the video, I know, but this chest freezer, I'm going to build a method of sliding out, because I've bought one which is slightly lower than the underside of the countertop. So that is a future project, but for that reason I've left the flooring the same all the way under. As always, happy to spark a conversation in the comments below on what people do. Might be different if you had tiling, in which case on a solid floor you might go all the way under, but in this case with a floating floor, we don't want it underneath any of the cabinets. Even twist about that way. Just a little bit. No, back towards Faith. No, back. No, back. Get it straight. Stop. No. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.